Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another day of Vlogmas. I am a little bit low energy because I am getting sick again. I don't know what it is. My immune system is just like shit and I am always sick. So Quinn and I both woke up. Well, I woke up this morning feeling like super like build up, like boogery basically, and then I woke up with a sore throat as well. And Quinn's been feeling sick like maybe a day or two before me, so he had to leave work early today because he just was like not feeling it. I made a cough drop, by the way, but I still wanted to get a Vlogmas video up for you guys, so I'm filming this on Monday night. You're seeing it Tuesday. Thankfully it is like a sit down video where I can like talk to you guys and I don't have to like be exerting too much energy. I threw on a little bit of makeup just so I don't look as dead as I feel. But basically this video is going to be my top favorite books of 2022. So first off, I just want to say that I'm really proud of myself for picking up reading this year. I never read, like even growing up, like I just didn't pick up books. I think that's a lie I say. I technically did pick up the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Like those were like super easy reads for me. And I would pick up like a Junie B. Jones or like something like that back in the day, but that was years ago, obviously. So this year I really made it a mission to like actually read, and I'm so happy that I did that because it makes me like feel proud because like I'm like expanding my knowledge, even though most of the stuff that I'm reading are like fiction, but it's still pretty cool that like, I don't know, I'm picking up reading. Anyway, basically I read some books this year. And I had a goal of 24 books, so that was 2 books every month, and I did not quite hit that goal. I read 16 books, so I would still say that was good. That's a bit of a success for myself, for someone that has not picked up a book in like, I don't know, 20 years. I don't know, that's a lie. Maybe like 15 years. But I wanted to tell you my top 5 favorite books. I wanted to also tell you what is on my TBR, which is my to be read list. And then I also wanted to tell you sorry, and I also wanted to tell you what I'm currently reading. Okay, so first things first, I have all my books here to the side. My #1 book that I have read this year is Verity. This one, if you want to get into reading, I promise you this is the book that you want to start. It has a lot of triggers, so look up the warnings. And it's just like the book, you just get sucked in the entire time. I just got my mother-in-law to read this book. I have the sorry, I'm like getting super excited. So my mother-in-law just read this book. I gave her the other version that I have because this book, I don't know, I don't want to give too much away, but there is another chapter that was written in the collector's edition book, so I gave that one to my mother-in-law and she just finished it. I read her review and I'm so happy that she liked it, because like giving book reviews is kind of like, I don't know, like nerve-wracking. Like what if people hate what you like? I don't know. But this one right here, a must read. It is kind of like graphic, so like I said, just look up the triggers if this is something that you want to read. But all-time favorite book of everything that I've read this year is Verity, 100%. I don't know, should I read you every single one? Probably not. Okay, so basically this girl, she gets hired to ghostwrite for an author, Verity, and she finds this like secret basically, and it's just like a whirlwind of a story. Like it's a very novella type, like it's just like stuff that you don't even expect happened and you're like, what? So I don't know, I don't want to give too much away. So #1, Verity. Okay, #2 book is going to be Unhoneymooners, The Unhoneymooners. This one also a very intro book. I felt like this one was really easy to read because it was kind of like conversational in a way that like I would talk to like family or friends, and I really liked that about it because it made it easy to read. This one also, I related to it because it is a Hispanic family, and it's it starts off at a wedding, and it's like such a funny story. I don't want to give away too much, but this is also a very good one. It's like a love story. Number 3 is The Silent Patient. It is a thriller and really, really good. I didn't give it 5 stars, I don't think, because of the reason that like at the end I kind of like figured out what was happening before like the story told you. But it was really cool because it wasn't something that I expected until the end, so it really kept me like hooked the entire time. Like a lot of the stuff he was saying was like, oh my god, like that's so profound. This guy is a psychotherapist, and he takes on this woman, and she doesn't speak. She killed her husband, but she does not say a word. And it's been like years. She's in like a mental institute, and the psychotherapist is trying to like help her speak and like share her story. So this one is a very cool read as well. Then number 4 is a Kindle book, and not a Kindle book, but a book that I read on my Kindle. It was called Too Late by Colleen Hoover. Again, like I said, she's going to be popping up a lot. I really liked this one because it was kind of like a love story, but also a lot of triggers. Again, anything Colleen Hoover, I feel like you need to read the trigger warnings before you read them, but very graphic. And it was about this girl that kind of grew up in a bad situation, which led her into living in a bad situation with her boyfriend, and it was just kind of like really, really sad to read, but I really liked it. I like the way that the story ended, and easy read. And then number 5 is Ugly Love, Colleen Hoover again. This one is the very first book that I picked up when I was starting my reading journey, if you want to call it that, but I really like this one. I think I read it in like maybe 3 days. All of Colleen Hoover books are very easy to read. They're like, they keep you hooked the entire time, and you're just like, you fly through them. So I suggest Colleen Hoover for anybody that's interested in like love story, kind of vulgar, easy reads, is gonna be Colleen Hoover. This one is Ugly Love. It's about, oh my god, can I even remember? It was so long ago. Wait, I have actually notes. I was writing like notes for every single book that I read, but I stopped. So I said, I'm so happy. Such a tragic story, a little awkward / weird at times, very sexy scenes, and has a super cutesy ending and epilogue. Loved Cap, probably my favorite character, LOL. So that was like the little old man that would sit by the elevator and like operate the elevator. His name was Cap, and he was super funny. So that is number 5. And then I do have some honorable mentions. Sorry guys, I'm like struggling a little bit. Again, like I said, anything Colleen Hoover, just pick it up, you will love it. So these are 3 of Colleen Hoover's books. So this is November 9th. If you're gonna read November 9th, read Ugly Love first, because there are some characters in November 9th that show up in Ugly Love first. Reminders of Him, this one was super sad. Oh, I forgot to mention, in Ugly Love, I cried reading this book. Like, I don't know, I cried. So note that. But also this one I cried as well. This one is a really, really, really sad story, but I really loved it. I think I have a note on this one too, so let's see what I said. I said, I'm so incredibly happy with the outcome of this book. You could truly feel a connection between Kenna and Ledger from the moment they met. Seeing their love story unfold all while they are trying to cope with the loss of Scotty is truly special. I can't imagine being or knowing someone that has gone through something like Kenna did. She is strong and inspirational. She never gave up on what she wanted, even when she really wanted to. DM was an amazing character and hilarious always. Also, don't forget the famous line, "Is that a fucking pigeon?" I 100% know that was Scotty. Wow, I loved this book. So I really like this one. I should just share my notes for all the ones that I read. So Verity, I said, I'm shook. Kind of left confused and wondering what that real truth was. Also, what the fuck, everyone is crazy in their own way, to be honest. LMAO, still so good though, and super suspenseful. Another honorable mention, It Ends With Us. This was the craze this year. I think I didn't like love it because everybody else loved it. I don't know why I do that, but like if there's so much hype around something, I'm like expecting something crazy. And yes, this book was great, but I think it was overhyped I don't know, maybe, or maybe it was just because everybody was literally hyping it up. But what I said for this one was, my heart hurts, but in both a good and bad way. I'm so proud of Lily. I equally feel for her, and oh my god, I can't read. I equally feel for and hate Ryle. Atlas, truly nothing to not love about him, and Alyssa is the bestie that I hope to have one day. So cute. I love this one. Also, read the trigger warnings. So now on to my TBR, which are my to be read books. I have a total of 10 that I want to share. And number 1 is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. And if you guys don't know, Jeanette McCurdy is from iCarly and from Sam and Cat. She's a Nickelodeon child actress. And so she basically talks about her life as a child actress and what her mom basically put her through. And she had like a very tough time, I guess, with her mom. So she talks all about it in here. I've heard a little bit of it, but I'm really excited to open this one up. I hear that she is a great writer, so I'm excited to read this one. I got this one as a Christmas gift for myself, as I did like a few of these other books, but this one will be the next one that I read after I finish my book that I'm currently reading. Next on my TBR is Everything Everything. I don't know much about this book besides the fact that it was turned into a movie. So I have yet to read a book that has been turned into a movie. I'm trying to read a couple of those this coming year. And so I believe this one has to do with like a hospital patient and like a love story, something along those lines. So this is next on my TBR. After that is Book Lovers. Again, don't know much about what this book is about, but I'm assuming it's a love story. I kind of like to go into books like not knowing what they're about. I think that was another thing with The Silent Patient, because I kind of already knew that there was a crazy twist, so like I was expecting something crazy. But again, Book Lovers, next one on my TBR. After that is The Spanish Love Deception. I showed both of these last 2 books in a haul that I recently did. Again, don't know what it's about, but I like the cover. I like that it's probably something to do with Spanish, Hispanic, Latin heritage, so pick this one up as well. And then the next one, I don't have an actual physical copy yet, but when I went to the bookstore the other day and got the other 2 books, I saw this one like big and on display, and I keep hearing about it now. So it is called Lessons in Chemistry. Again, do not know what it's about, but it seems like a popular book, so that is another book that I want to read. After that is this book. It is called Salem Falls, and my mother-in-law gave me this book. She said that if I like The Silent Patient, that I would probably like this book as well. So I'm assuming it's going to be like a thriller slash like scary vibe. So this is also on my TBR. And the last 4 books I do not have physical copies of, but The Maid is a book that was turned into a movie, I believe. I believe it is also a thriller. That's all that I know about it. It has a red cover. Number 8 is Misery. This is by Stephen King, so also another thriller. It's supposed to be like a scary thriller thriller vibe, and I believe that that one was also made into a movie. Number 9 is The Last Mrs. Parrish. I actually have this one on my Kindle. I picked it up and read like the first 2 pages, and then I got sucked into another book, so I want to pick that one back up again. Also a thriller vibe. I guess I'm reading thrillers next year. And the last one on my list is Where the Crawdads Sing. This one is also book turned movie. So excited about that one. I know that it's like a cutesy story, so that one will be fun to read. And then I also have a bunch of other books on my TBR, but I didn't want to like give you my entire list because there's so many books on there. But yeah, those are my favorite books for this year, as well as what's on my TBR. And then what I am currently reading, again, is a Colleen Hoover book. It Starts With Us. This is actually the sequel to It Ends With Us. So It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us. You want to read this one first, then this one. I am about a quarter of the way through on this book. I am having a hard time getting into it, to be honest. I'm also like having a hard time finding time to read because just like super busy. December is such a busy month for me, and I'm sure for you guys as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have read any of the books that are on my TBR, let me know what you think of them, and then let me know what you thought of my top 5 favorite books this year. And if you have any other book recommendations, leave them down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.